We finally, it's to do with flex mail and encode, and we're gonna get rid of flex mail because of what this is called. And with encode, we have loaded a bill today, and we got them out today. Now, we're gonna work with the citizens through all this because, we know that this was, you didn't get a bill. A lot of people don't get a bill. They don't know when to pay it. So we're going to work with the citizens. I just want the council to know that in every way possible that we can. Afterwards, we hope now that what we've loaded at least will carry us through, that we won't have any more problems with this. But that's why we put out the water department advisory and all that, to let everybody know the problem we were having wasn't the city, it was the software we used, and we think we have something that will work now, and it should be coming out to all y'all in District 1 and District 2 probably tomorrow. The landfill, yes, sir.
Can you be more explicit?
One is we're going to waive the late charges. That's where we're at right now.
For this month?
For this month,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot more concrete for us to understand.
Yeah, and we may have consideration for step 2, but I'm not there yet, unless you want me to be there.
And then to explain to us, you're saying that an email program in our shop made it so that we couldn't generate bills?
Our encode utility system that enters the bills to be printed would not print the bills. And when we traced it down, it has something to do with encode uses flex mail. They couldn't get together on it. We found out that getting rid of flex mail is what we need to do, and we don't have to count on a second software to handle this. We can just use encode. And by doing so, we can get the bills out without, because the flex mail failed. That's bottom line.
Was it new?
No, we've had it for some time. So to make a long story short, we want to do everything we can to aid the citizens through this. We hope and pray everybody understands this has been a nightmare for us to deal with just as well as everybody else. So our goal is to work with everybody the best way we can. Second thing is the landfill contract. I hope to have something to report to you in September, but this is budget time, this is tax time, this is every other kind of time. And so I haven't had a chance to sit down with them and go over the landfill contract, but I will. The tower lease, I think, Betsy, you got that email that I got, and we going to review that yet? You're muted, ma'am.
No, I haven't, but I've been out of town for 2 weeks. I'll up right now. I will get to it.
Well, I got more work for you to do, too.
Okay.
It's coming up. And we're going to have the public hearing on the budget on August 31st. Understand by the statute, we have to adopt the budget first, and then we set the tax rate to support the budget. That's how the state of Texas has said it. It's not River Oaks. So we will be doing, on the 31st, we will first have the budget session, and then we will follow by the public hearing on the tax rate, and then on September the 7th, we will adopt the tax rate. If the council changes the tax rate and lowers it to the point that the budget doesn't balance, then we will have to amend the budget, which will also happen on September the 7th. Correct, Ms. Attorney?
Almost correct.
Okay.
I don't think you won't adopt the budget and amend it. You will just have to revise the budget prior to adopting it. to reflect that there are adequate funds to pay for everything.
Right. The other thing is the bus. They're changing their route, and I have had a meeting with them. I wrote in here I gave you a copy of their new schedule on September the 5th. I have somewhat of a problem as a staff member because Roberts Cutoff is where they want me to go down. It's not near as wide as River Oaks Boulevard. Damages to River Oaks Boulevard at the bus stop. We put the new road in on Roberts Cutoff. We don't want that.
I'm not yet, and I think, hopefully I agree, everybody agrees, that doesn't work. I mean, so, the fact that they just dropped that on us is absolute garbage. So,
Yes.
please continue to fight that, get me a meeting with them, whatever we need to do, because we need to put that off indefinitely.
I definitely will.
Okay. Thank you.
So them doing that, they're finally admitting they're not getting enough ridership.
That, and I'm getting a lot of complaints from people about meds now. I'll tell you all that too.
What do you mean? What kind of complaint?
They're not getting picked up, the time schedules that they're giving them are not taking place. It's not just one, I've had several complain about it.
How many of one person was stranded at Harris Hospital for 4 hours until they finally reached somebody that came and picked them up halfway home from walking from Harris to River Oaks and Roberts Cutoff, and they were not at all happy. I think it happened 4 times to them, so that should be in consideration.
Marvin, of those that have successfully used that, how many is that? What is the number?
I'm getting about 15 a month that uses meds.
That's more than I thought.
Yeah, I'm getting about 15 that uses meds a month, and that's why the bill has gone up, sometimes $1,500–1,600 a month just on meds. We've already paid the annual for the bus lines, which was $11,500, I believe, this year. But when you take into consideration the more that uses meds, the higher it goes. I mean, no, I don't have a number like 80% have complained about it, but there are people complaining.
We were looking, going down Roberts Cutoff, charities and some of the people having this bus stop where Roberts Cutoff. People that suggested that there were other services that also did the same thing. And I've seen one bus that looks like a MITS bus in River Oaks, but I haven't been able to catch who that belongs to.
I think we did call the Catholic Charities, and they said that they wouldn't do that.
That's what I've called here, I've dealt with it in other cities, and I don't know what their conditions always are, but they weren't always able to, they weren't as convenient as MITS, at least.
Yeah.
The theory of MITS, if MITS works right, put it that way. Dan, you were just saying?
I was just saying, the point is that, and I agree, we talked about at EDC that we need to have a discussion with them, but even if Fort Worth decides they're gonna do it anyway, we can't stop them from going down Roberts Cutoff. We can stop them from having a bus stop on Roberts Cutoff inside the city. But as far as I know, the bus is gonna be able to travel down Roberts Cutoff if they.
Well, you know, one thing that I think this might come play into, I talked to Marvin a couple months ago about, is, because I don't like the amount of construction traffic that's going south of White Settlement Road, that's up and down Roberts Cutoff all day long anyway, and what that does to our road. So maybe we need to look at some sort of oversized vehicle prohibition on Roberts Cutoff, period, because I get that it's a thoroughfare and we want it to be a thoroughfare, but we want it to be a thoroughfare for people getting from one place to another that might stop at our restaurants or obviously for our residents in particular, but I don't like the fact that it's being utilized for construction traffic, and I don't think a bus needs to be going down the egress. To me, it's not the right use of that road.